a lot of fun to watch. Just, throws a lot of moves and is not willing, not worried about what happens, just wrestling through any position. And because of that, he usually is an exciting wrestler to watch.
So Kai Owen and Joey Iamunno battling it out. A few weeks ago, they competed, and Owen was able to pin Iamunno very late into the second period with just 10 seconds left. And obviously, if you're Iamunno, you make the adjustments after the short time pin, and we'll see if it ends up being in his favor as he tries to avenge that duel's loss.
Yeah, nice dump here, ready. Looking to score the first takedown of the match. Iamunno doing a good job trying to wrestle through this position.
Joey Iamunno, one of 4 brown freshmen getting the nod for this tournament. Columbia, one of the more experienced teams in terms of class allocation. Owen, a junior from Tampa, has the takedown, and he will try to get things working the way he did in the dual matchup against Iamunno a few weeks ago.
Yeah, he's already getting to work on top. He's got that arm on the back. We'll see if he looks to try to get to an arm bar or just kind of wrestles through. It looks like, he's going to go back to work in a normal top position, but doing a good job hooking that ankle, driving forward, driving on his toes. You see the guys that are best on top are always driving on their toes. They're never on their knees. They're always working forward. As you see a leg in here, Iamunno trying to roll through. Some good action here in the first period already. Owen doing a good job breaking him down to that hip. And again, breaking him flat is a good position to be in if you're on top. Almost a minute of riding time already.
Iamunno tried to get that right hand free and flip himself around for 2, and Owen was all over it. So I mentioned Kai Owen. He does have NCAA tournament experience. He did so earning his ticket at 141. And so now up a weight class. And again, he's looked really good since the switch. Columbia won their last 3 duels. And they won 16 of 18 matches from the middle 6 weights. So beginning at 141 all the way through to 184, that's going to be the meat of their chances in terms of having wrestlers move to the NCAA tournament. And Owen might be the one leading the charge.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, understands how this works. He's been in the NCAA tournament already. I'm sure a leader on this team for the Columbia Lions, and he's doing a good job in this first period, just making it really tough on Iamunno to get anything going. Again, you'll hear me say it all day. I'm a huge proponent of mat wrestling, and take down, ride out. It's tough to wrestle against somebody who's able to do that.
And Owen will look for the ride out in short time in this first period. At least in terms of protecting any back points, Iamunno keeps himself very much in this conversation, but he's going to have to find a way to get the job done on his feet if he wants to get back in it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the 3-point takedowns, make it as such that you have to be good on your feet, right? Or if you're really that outmatched on your feet, it's going to be a really tough situation for you to try to get back in the match. So, you see a lot more emphasis on your feet. Again, mat wrestling just adds to that. I think, anyone that wants to win has to be good on, in the neutral position. But if you're also good on the top and you're able to get out from the bottom consistently, you're going to put yourself in a position to win most matches.
Good job being sticky on the scramble by Owen. He eventually turns it into 3 as he deferred the choice. I thought it was the right choice by Iamunno to say, I'm going to stay on my feet, but couldn't get the takedown. Instead, it's Owen, and now he really can just go to work here.
Yeah, and you see the kind of poise in those situations, right? You're up 3-0. You got a good ride out. Your opponent chooses neutral in the second period. Do you kind of, regress and start backing up, or do you go out and try to continue to grow your lead here? And that's what Owen did. He went out there and, right off the whistle, got to work in the neutral position and wound up with a score.
So Kai Owen taking care of business so far, at least halfway through period number 2. Again, if he is victorious, Pat, He's going to have a very interesting matchup coming up at 149. I think the top three at 149 is going to be incredibly tough to crack, but Cross Wasilewski had a sudden victory against Princeton's Ty Whalen, a 1-point victory against Cornell's Ethan Fernandez. He is the top seed at this weight class, and he is awaiting the winner of this matchup here in the semifinal, with the winner of that matchup locking in a trip to Philly.
Yeah, Cross is really tough. Del Barton alumni. So I got to give a shout out to
how about them
guys.
this weekend? 3 state champions.
3 state champs. They're just so good. It's so fun to watch them, and shout out to those guys. They had 10 placers, I believe, at
all
a
top 8
weight
right?
classes. Yeah. So that's a pretty cool thing. That was not the case when I was in high school. We'll just put it that way.
A great weekend for the Green Wave that was over in Atlantic City. Our broadcast partner over at Mat 2, Nick Costco, was there. He's had a busy weekend, man. He's over in AC for the state tournament at the high school level, and now he's here with us for this Ivy League tournament. Again, Adam Dobrovolsky and Pat Glory with you as we're through 2 periods at 149 in the first round. Kai Owen of Columbia leading 6-0. Now he chooses bottom to begin period 3. And Iamunno, if there's a chance for him to really push the conversation and get back in it, he's going to need to be good on the ride here. And Owen instead just flips over Joey Iamunno. It's a reversal and an 8-0 lead as Owen showing his dominance. Again, the big story for Columbia coming into this tournament was the spark going from one weight class to the next. And again, this is not dual scoring, okay? We're not looking at it from that mindset, but the lock-in at 141 has helped wrestlers lock in at 149 and 157. We're seeing it with Owen. He has some swipes, but he's looking for more here in the third period. Iamunno now protecting the back. And we'll see if the points end up being awarded to Kai Owen.
Yeah, 4+ minutes of riding time and counting. Set of back points there. Just doing a lot of really good things in this match. And, it's really fun when you come out here, your first match, and you put up bonus points. It's a feeling that you can't really emulate. It's something that gives you good mojo, gives you good energy, and it's a positive catalyst as you're thinking about, moving on to the next round. And again, at a competitive weight class like this, you have to have that sort of confidence and that sort of rapport to say, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to just wrestle no matter what happens.
Yeah, and again, the common theme we'll have in this round for the winner is momentum going into the next matchup. As much as you like the bye because you don't have to wrestle maybe 7 minutes to get to that next spot, the one potential disadvantage is you have somebody coming off a victory in full throat and confidence saying, okay, it's time to knock off that 1 seed or knock off that 2 seed. Owen certainly has the capability of doing that, trying to make it 18-10 on the season, as Iamunno unable to reverse as the clock goes to 0. Kai Owen, an 11-0 major decision. And up next, he'll have Penn's Cross Wasilewski at 149.
Yeah, really good job. Just wrestling through every position, finding ways to score, being creative. Again, when you score that many points in your first match, you got to be feeling really good. And, tough opponent